So we got a husband and we got a wife. Once again, the wife fooling around on social media, posting crazy stuff. She thought that her husband was fooling around on her, and they became separated at one point, and she grew increasingly jealous, and now he is dead. And this is so sad. Time and time again, we hear of cases like this. Let's run this clip.
They hate you. You're gonna die. I don't want to do this.
Detectives are still trying to figure out a motive in this case, but tonight was all about the victim and the impact that those who knew him best say he made on the community. With balloons in hand, a crowd of red and white took over Shunk Street Saturday. Red was Jordan Baxter's favorite color, according to his family, now living through some of their darkest days.
He was my Christmas baby, and I can't even express what's going on with this right now.
This memorial event Saturday marked 10 days since Philadelphia police say they found Baxter near his home on Bells Mill Road. They believe he was shot by his wife, identified as Danielle Baxter, now charged with murder.
The shock of this is, I can't come up with words.
The family chose to hold the memorial Saturday outside of the Murphy Rec Center as a tribute to his childhood, according to his cousin.
This was the meeting spot. Everybody would go to his house and everybody would get the balls, the bikes, and come here and play. This is where he created a lot of memories and built a lot of relationships.
Relationships lasting a lifetime, first woven by love, and now the loss of a father, son, cousin, friend, and so much more.
I could call Jordan up real fast. I could call him up at 4 o'clock in the morning. My fire stick is not working. I vow I'll be there when I get off work. He was always there for us.
And now they say it is their turn to show up for him.
The body of the 38-year-old father of 3 found on a tarp between 2 parked cars and a gun on his chest. The early morning scene stunning neighbors along the 800 block of Bells Mill Road in the Andorra section of Roxborough.
This is the story of Jordan Baxter, aged 38, a SEPTA engineer who was found dead on the driveway of his house with gunshot injury on the back of his head. A gun was also found on his chest as he laid on the driveway dead. His wife had posted some cryptic message online about her husband shortly after their separation, which made people wonder if she had something to do with his mysterious death. Who could have done this to this hard-working father and husband? Could it be his wife or someone else? Let's find out. This story takes us to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Founded in 1682, Philadelphia is one of the country's first cities and is home to many significant firsts that shaped America's early government. Philadelphia's crime rate, particularly for violent crimes, is higher than the national average, with the city consistently ranking among the most dangerous in the U.S. Jordan Baxter, aged 38, was an engineer who worked with SEPTA. He had worked with them for 14 years. Jordan got married to Danielle Baxter and they started a family.
Hey, if you live in one of these cities right here, why don't you own an apartment building? Seriously, let me show you a path that could absolutely...
Danielle seemed like a very cool lady until she didn't. They showed a bit of affection on social media even though Jordan was a more laid-back man. He was there for her during important times of her life. People described them as a cool, reserved and happy couple. They had 3 kids of their own along the line. Jordan was a very responsible father and also a very loving husband. Unfortunately, trouble started brewing just like it does in other marriages, but instead of Danielle managing it in their household, she started posting cryptic messages on social media. It started with this one that reads, "I will be his peace if he's mine." A few days later
There we go with this social media crap, always jacking up a relationship, just like clockwork.
Posted another one that reads, "These females out here be plotting on your marriage and waiting for your downfall so they can come right on in, and these men let them." Things had turned sideways in the marriage and Jordan decided to separate from his wife for the time being, so he left the house. Danielle automatically thought this was the fault of some ladies who were trying to snatch her husband away. Well, friends and family did not read much into those messages until March 19, 2025. On that day, people called police to tell them that there is somebody laying on a tarp in the middle of two cars who appeared to have been shot. When police arrived, they found Jordan with a gunshot wound to the back of his, and he had been placed in between two cars with a gun on his chest. Police could not understand what happened, but when they dug deeper they realized that it was the handwork of no other person than his jealous wife, Danielle Baxter. They went back to the messages she had posted and realized she was sending a message indirectly.
Murder mystery tonight out of Roxborough, where a woman is accused of killing her husband. His body found lying on a plastic tarp outside. Chris, what can you tell us about the investigation?
Well, Shiva, Danielle Jackson remains in jail tonight, charged with the murder of her husband, found dead outside of her Roxborough home last week. Tonight, we're learning new details about that murder that has shocked the neighborhood. Jordan Baxter, seen here on a GoFundMe site, found dead of a gunshot wound to the back of the head last Wednesday. The body of the 38-year-old father of three found on a tarp between two parked cars and a gun on his chest. The early morning scene stunning neighbors along the 800 block of Bells Mill Road in the Andorra section of Roxborough. A day later, his wife, 39-year-old Danielle Baxter, was arrested and charged with murder. It's believed Jordan Baxter was shot inside the home and then drug outside. A neighbor told Fox 29 the couple had been separated and Jordan Baxter wasn't living there. So far, police have not released a motive. In a statement tonight, SEPTA says it is saddened by the tragic loss of Jordan Baxter, who was a veteran regional rail engineer. Our thoughts and prayers are with his loved ones at this time. A GoFundMe site has also been set up by family and friends to help cover his funeral costs.
Detectives revealed a chilling detail in a death investigation from last week. Philadelphia police now say a SEPTA engineer's own wife shot and killed him, then left his body on a plastic sheet outside their home. Action News reporter Corey Davis is live at police headquarters, and you've been hearing from neighbors, Corey.
Did she really think that she wasn't going to get caught? This is crazy.
Good morning. This story continues to get a lot of interest, especially on social media, where people are sharing their disbelief as well as memories with the victim here, as investigators here at the Philadelphia Police Department continue to look into the details of this case. Take a look here. This is the victim, 38-year-old Jordan Baxter. His parents shared these photos with Action News. Baxter was a SEPTA engineer for 14 years and leaves behind 3 kids. Not pictured in this photo is his wife and mother of his children, 39-year-old Danielle Baxter. Action News obtained her mugshot after Philadelphia police say she shot and killed her husband last week at their home in Andorra. Neighbors along Bells Mill Road, where the family lived, say they were very friendly. One neighbor says she can't believe she didn't hear any gunshots.
Nothing. No, and I'm right here. I heard absolutely nothing.
Super nice family. I knew them enough to say hello, goodbye, see the kids, wave to the kids.
And officers responded to the house just before 7 o'clock Wednesday morning after reports of a person screaming. When they arrived on Bells Mill Road, they found Jordan Baxter lying on a plastic sheet between 2 parked cars with a gun on his chest. Investigators later discovered he had been shot in the back of the head and say there was blood on a mattress inside the house. The next morning, they arrested and charged his wife with murder. Danielle Baxter has another court hearing in a couple of weeks, and after that, there will be more details over time that will flesh out exactly why all of this happened and took place. And in the meantime, Jordan Baxter's family is planning his funeral.
Danielle believed she was losing her husband because someone was trying to take him, so she decided to kill him so that no one will have him if she cannot. What a horrible way to think.
They hate you. You're gonna die. I don't want to do this.